What's up, everyone? It's me, Rick, here again. I'm here to do another stream like I said I would on Monday. We're going to talk about some Crisis today and the controversial ending, and overall just give my thoughts on how controversial these three parts have been, because that's been something I've noticed going around in scouring through Twitter reviews, through YouTube reviews. Everyone has had some kind of reaction to these specific moments, and it has either turned them off from the CW like it did before, or it's just made them question why they decided to do it. I don't know. Hello, Claire. Hello, Marlon. Good to see you all here. Good to see you. Thank you all again for tuning in on Monday. That got a lot of views, so we're gonna keep doing that until I decide when I'm ready to put out a video, because fuck it. I think streaming is much better now, and it's the only thing a non-YouTuber like me, in the eyes of this fucking website, will get me some kind of attention. So yeah, but share this around with people. Let's try and get more in here. Depends on how you look at it, because it, it, it's good and it's bad. That's what I'm going to say right now, because let me tell you something. Mark Guggenheim and the writers have a lot of balls for giving us that ending for part 3, which is now going to make us have to wait till January to see part 4 and part 5. So it's crazy. But we'll get to that. But before we talk about it, just for those of you that are in here, please spread this around. Share it on Twitter. Share it on Discord. Just get the word out that I am streaming and that we're going to be chatting today. Why was it controversial? Because it killed off a fucking good character. That's why. It killed off a main character. And it did it in such an asinine way. And before that, my fucking phone goes off. Some Amber Alert. You kidding me right now? Whatever. But yeah, no, that's why it was controversial. Because it killed off a character that that the writers knew we wanted to see more of, but didn't. No, I wouldn't say it's the same thing. I mean, that shit with Kevin Conroy's Bruce Wayne and Tom Welling's Batman, people complained about that shit and expected it to be something they wanted instead of just taking what they got in front of them. This shit is completely different. Okay, well, yeah, okay. No. It didn't kill off. It's similar to that, though. I will say it's very similar to that. To the whole holy shit, they killed off Oliver. It's similar to that, but it's more of an ass pull death. As I'll explain later. But if everyone's not joining tonight, then that's fine. I'm happy you guys are here. So let's just go ahead and talk about it. Let's not waste any time. If people come in, people come in. If they don't, it's cool. I ain't gonna go out and force them to join the stream. But all right, so let's talk about it. So, I did see Crisis Part 3 last night. I wasn't able to watch it live. I had to, go to my little sister's choir concert, then go out and get some fucking Dairy Queen ice cream. It was very good, by the way. And I got home, I watched the crossover, and I was floored by it. I was so floored by it that I have not rewatched it a second time. That should tell you how floored I was, because part 2 was so fucking good that I have watched it now maybe 5, 6 times, That's how good that shit was. Like that's why to me it's my personal favorite, and I don't just see it as my personal favorite because of all the fan service it gets. No. For moving on with what happened in part 1 and introducing the Paragons, that's why part 2 is my favorite because of how it does these things, how it moves along. Oh, well, thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Thank you, Marlon. That's nice of you. Yeah, let's talk about that. So for everyone that was looking forward to Helena Kyle being playing some kind of part, well, you're gonna be disappointed because literally the opening of this crossover of this third part starts off by killing another fucking character. No, and another fucking Earth. No surprise there. And it's Helena Kyle's Earth. And before that, she's actually talking to Oracle and she's trying to get everyone to safety, but Helena Kyle, for some reason, is jumping off rooftops to, I guess, see how close it's getting, and then we end it with the antimatter wave disintegrating her and her Earth, which is Earth 2003 or 203. So yeah, that's how we start this off by killing off Helena Kyle. It's like, wow, we brought her back, we put her in that wig, that black wig, and we just brought her back to kill her off. She didn't play no part in this. Like, come on. Like, you couldn't have her maybe help out in some capacity? Like, I was looking forward to seeing how they were gonna do that, but nope, just brought her back. She's essentially she's essentially playing the same role that Burt Ward and Knox and Ray played in part 1. They're just there on screen to get destroyed. That's it. Yeah, they kill her off. You know, it's sad. It is sad. Well, Claire, I understand that, but look, all right. I said this on Monday. I don't have a problem with them making Batman evil because it's not the main Arrowverse Batman. It's just a different Batman from another Earth that just breaks his code and is now just a horrible, horrible, pissed off hermit who doesn't want to see the fucking world get saved. And I liked that approach because it's essentially what Zack Snyder tried to do, but he failed because he didn't give us any context to who this Batman was before he started axing people off and wanting to kill Superman. At least with Kevin Conroy's future alternate Earth 99 Bruce Wayne, we knew he still had that code. We knew a little bit about him before it was revealed. Yeah, he was a killer, you know? That's pretty much what I like about that, and I will stand by that. And if people don't like it, hey, whatever. It is what it is. But anyway, so let's move on. So we pick up from the last episode where everybody's gathered around on the Legend ship. They're meeting each other. They're going over the plans and everything. They're trying to save other Earths. Kingdom Come Superman goes with them. And they have to find the rest of the 3 Paragons. Now, here's where they reveal the last 3 Paragons. So, Martian Manhunter is a Paragon, Flash is a Paragon, and Ryan Choi is a Paragon. And I kind of already knew Flash was going to be a Paragon, because, duh. Martian Manhunter, I could have suspected. I kind of also suspected that because he was in the final battle. He was in the set photo, so it was clear that Martian Manhunter had a huge part to play in this. And Ryan Choi being a Paragon, it's weird. I know they're trying to kind of introduce the new Adam, but for him to be a Paragon, it's like, okay, well, maybe his scientific knowledge could help, but you already have fucking Lex Luthor, so what's the point? But, that's beside the point. Um, so, yeah, okay, fair enough. Fair enough. That was just me, though. So, yeah, basically, then after that, the teams go on two separate missions. Iris, Elongated Man, and Ray Palmer go to find Ryan Troy and convince him, hey, can you help us? We need your help. And Barry Allen has to go and find a way to stop the Anti-Monitor. And while all this is going on, there is a subplot with Batwoman and Supergirl about Supergirl once again wanting to bring back her Earth and questioning maybe this is why she is the Paragon of Hope, because maybe she'll have enough hope to bring back Earth 38, even though the characters keep telling her again and again, if somebody wanted to use the book to bring back a whole Earth, that would drive them insanely mad. But Kara just ignores that advice. And there's a confrontation. There's almost a confrontation between them. And we see that Kate still has that kryptonite from dead Bruce's exoskeleton. And I'm just going to say this right now. That plot, it was great. I did think it did a fantastic job strengthening this girlmance between Lick, Kate, and Kara. But I don't know. I feel like this is just weird that Kara would maybe, I don't know, you can make some kind of excuse, but I think, okay, I don't know how many times Kara had to be told that if she did this, it would not turn out good for her, but, whatever. So, yeah, I kind of hate that they teased us with them potentially fighting, because there's no way that was going to happen. But, yeah, it is what it is, it was fine. And then Oliver, I'm sorry, not Oliver. Actually, yeah, Oliver does play a part in this. Diggle and Sarah and Constantine go to find a way to bring Oliver's soul back. And this is where cameo, number 7 or 8? I don't know, comes in. It's Lucifer, Morningstar from the show Lucifer. And he basically talks with Constantine and he tells him, hey, okay, yeah, I'll help you bring back your friend. Here you go. Here's a card. And they basically have to go into limbo to find Oliver before they get stuck in hell. And that's where that whole subplot goes. We'll come back to that. Then later on, Barry, Cisco, and Killer Frost go to try and find a way to stop the antimatter wave at the source, and Pariah shows up, and thanks to the Monitor giving Cisco his powers back, he was able to access the memories of Nash Wells before he turned into Pariah, and give him the combination on how to get through the wall that he went through. And when they go in there, they see there's a beam cannon that is firing all of the antimatter waves. So then what happens is, well, okay, what happens is we see that there's a treadmill, and inside that treadmill is the source of the power. And it's 90s Flash. Yes, Earth 90 Flash is powering the treadmill that is giving off all of the antimatter. So, yeah, Earth 90 Barry's back. And it turns out the Monitor really screwed up this time, because when he breached him away at the end of Elseworlds, the Anti-Monitor just plucked him up and used him as a guinea pig to try and power his machines and all that. So, yeah, they now have to rescue him, but Cisco just reaches him out. But boom, he's done. But then turns out that, oh, the Anti-Monitor thought way ahead. There's a failsafe that will destroy the Earths faster if a Flash is not, or a speedster of some kind is not on that treadmill. So it's gonna kill Earths faster, and I assume it does kill the Earths faster. So that's where Black Lightning comes in. He tries to contain it, and Earth 1 Barry is debating, maybe this is it. This is when he's supposed to vanish in the crisis, and he's saying his goodbyes. There's a flashback to him of Iris before they left and departed ways. But then we get a predictable moment. Yeah, it was very predictable, and the fucking trailer kind of spoiled it for us. But Earth 90 Barry just takes and steals Earth 1 Barry's speed, and he goes back on the treadmill, even though Earth 1 Barry doesn't want him to. He wants to die, but Earth 90 Barry's like, nah, that ain't happening. So, yeah. Then, before he dies and disintegrates, we get a nice little emotional moment. They start playing the Earth 90 Flash theme, and then they show a flashback. It's to the series finale with him and Tina, and he did confirm it. He and Tina eventually did get married, but now I guess she died, and it was just a nice little moment between them, and just reminding us that, man, it's like this was the first TV Flash. He started this whole thing, and it's very fitting that he is making the sacrifice. It sucks, but we knew it had to happen. And the Monitor never specified it was Earth 1 Barry that had to die. It was just a Flash had to die. So yeah, he dies, and that sucks. It was emotional, but I was very teared up by that. So, good job, Earth 90 Flash. We'll remember you, and everybody, get more people in here if you can. Just press F in respects to Earth 90 Flash. Then after that, what happens is, well, they all meet back on the ship, and before that, Oliver is trying to get his memories back, but then he's confronted by Jim Corrigan, the Spectre, and he... And okay, so this is where, if you had a theory about this, then your theory was correct. But basically, Oliver Queen becomes the Spectre, and he sends Diggle, he sends Mia, he sends Constantine all back on the Wave Rider. On the Wave Rider, can never say that right. But yeah, and then after that, Harbinger, who went missing, is now back on the ship, but something is already amiss, and it turns out that, oh yeah, it's the Anti-Monitor controlling her. Yes, the Anti-Monitor is controlling Harbinger, just like in the comics, which was cool. I liked that. And all of the heroes are trying to attack the Anti-Monitor, but it does nothing. It's actually nice to see some of them try and fight the Anti-Monitor, but the dude's fucking more powerful than all of them put together, so much for the 7 Paragons able to do anything, even though I don't know. I would have liked to see all of them kick the Anti-Monitor's ass for a little bit, before he curve stomped them, but no, the dude straight up curve stomps all of them. Like, hell, even Kingdom Come Superman, who's one of the Paragons, and technically the strongest Superman there, he wipes the floor with him. Black Lightning tries to shoot, lightning at the bastard, but it's not working because he uses some strong, paralyzing telekinesis shit, and just stomps all of them. And then comes down to the Monitor and the Anti-Monitor, and we actually get a beam struggle between them. It's cool, and I like that the Monitor is trying to hold him off, or at least do something, you know? No, no, it's cool. It's cool. Hello, Biffweed. Nice to see you. How you doing? How you doing? Hello, Emerald Hero. It's cool. Things are going good. I'm talking about the crisis, and I'm going to talk about the controversial ending and why I'm both pissed off, but yet I respect the balls they had to go through with it. But we're actually getting to that right now. So here we go. All right. So after that, after the Monitor dies because he just can't take on the Anti-Monitor. Um, Pariah. I'm sorry. Before that, the antimatter wave comes back, even though it was destroyed because of Earth 90 Barry's sacrifice. But it comes back and it destroys Earth 1. Hello, Rich. How you doing? Nice to see you here. Good seeing you, man. Good seeing you. Oh, nice, Biffweed. Nice. You're working on something with Rewind? Hell yeah, man. Awesome. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, my favorite's still part two, and I'm going to get to why this ending, and I'm going to get to this controversial ending. I'm coming up on it. So, yeah, Earth 1 gets destroyed, and it was the last Earth, so all of the Earths are now gone. There is no more multiverse. And just as the antimatter wave is coming towards the Wave Rider, the Pariah is able to send all of the Paragons, all of the 7 Paragons, to the vanishing point from season 1 of Legends of Tomorrow, which is in between both the the life matter and the anti-life matter. So it's between dimensions, and all of the rest of the characters die. They're gone. They're just erased out of existence. Cool, cool. Can't wait for it, Biff. Can't wait for it. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Yes, yes, yeah. You're right, Emerald. Earth 90 sacrifice, while it was emotional, it really fucking got me, and I'm sure it got everyone who was a fan of the 90s Flash. But yeah, it was ultimately for nothing because all of the heroes, loved ones, and the rest of Earth 1 are dead. So yeah, so the 7 Paragons. Yeah, in a blink of an eye. So the 7 Paragons are transported to the vanishing point, and they're now the only ones left. They're the last of what is left of the heroes. Every hero has been wiped out, and there is no more Earths. There isn't. They're all just gone. Yeah, F in the chat. That's what I was saying. F in the chat. But okay, here it is. Here's where things get even more fucked up. And here's where I call this the most controversial ending. And it pissed me off last night. So while they're all there, they're trying to discuss what the hell they're going to do. And then all of a sudden, something is happening to Kingdom Come Superman. He's essentially bursting out, and they don't know what the hell is going on. So he pretty much tells them, they have to fix this, and then Lex Luthor appears, and like everyone, I'm wondering what the fuck just happened. Like, why is Lex Luthor there? Well, it turns out, because I'm going to call this a huge fucking ass pull, Lex Luthor somehow, with the knowledge of the Book of Destiny, and because I guess it was that easy to do, so really this is going to play a huge part into my criticism here, he was able to rewrite his name on top over Kingdom Come Superman as the Paragon of Truth. So what just happened was he switched places with Kingdom Come Superman. So Kingdom Come Superman got transported onto the Wave Rider and popped out of existence. So he's gone. And Lex Luthor is now a Paragon. And That is where I screamed so loud. I shit you not. I was screaming, but how that was bullshit, and how, man, that just sucked. Because now, guess what? Lex Luthor got his wish. There are no more Superman. Kingdom Come Superman was the last Superman. But now, because of Lex Luthor's little stunt, there are no more Superman. So, Supergirl is literally now the last Kryptonian. Yeah, exactly. See, okay, here's the thing. This is where we're gonna get on this fucking topic because I mean, this is not an attack personally. This is just me roasting and criticizing how stupid this is because okay, first of all, they never said anything about this shit. They never established that in this particular adaptation that somebody can just. Oh, hold on, guys. I gotta mute myself for a second. Hold on. All right, guys, I'm back. Sorry about that. Thank you for bearing with me. Thank you for bearing with me. If I leave again, just know that. Um, just know, just know it's not because of anything. It's just because I got calls and I gotta go help out my folks. So thank you again for keeping this going. Anyway, let me read your comments. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, let's get into that. No, apparently not, Sean, because yeah, again, that's stupid. Because let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. All right. They never established that shit could happen. They never fucking established that shit could happen. That somebody could just write their own name over a paragon and then boom, they trade places. It doesn't matter how much knowledge of the Book of Destiny they have. The Monitor never stated it. It was never set up. It was already there. Those paragons were there for a fucking reason. So for them to just say, oh yeah, Lex Luthor, he can just switch it around. He can just fucking write his name over Kingdom Come Superman's Paragon symbol, and boom, he switches places, and now he's a Paragon of Truth. Even though that makes no fucking sense, because this is Lex Luthor. Lex Luthor rarely ever tells the fucking truth. What the hell has he lost? The whole thing that made Kingdom Come Superman the Paragon of truth is because he has lost more than any fucking mortal man can ever endure. Yeah, well, no. Okay, listen. I get why the Monitor brought Lex Luthor back. He brought him back because, okay, he wanted him to go out, take the Book of Destiny, and go find the Superman that is the Paragon. So that's why he just let him kill off all of those other Superman for no fucking reason, except for Tom Welling Superman. And then he lets him control the fucking Kingdom Come Superman, who is the guy. And turns out, okay, yeah, this is why I brought you back, Lex Luthor. You did a good job. You did a good job. I don't know. Yeah, it's fucking crazy. The Monitor is a very stupid-ass person in the comics. It's good to know they carried that stupidity here. But here's the thing, okay? They knew Kingdom Come Superman would be a main character. They knew that people would want to see him the most, and it was true, because this is Brandon Routh's last time in the DC universe, and we want to fucking see him go out or do something to help. And he was only in for 2 episodes. He was one of the only people that survived, and then immediately he dies. He trades places with Luthor, so now Kingdom Come Superman is dead. It makes no fucking sense. No fucking sense whatsoever. Like, I don't care. I sometimes read the funny books, but let me tell you something. Right here, this is a fucking asshole if I ever heard one. And Kingdom Come Superman didn't even get the chance to fight the Anti-Monitor for real. He tried to fight him, but he got pimp-slapped. He just got pimp-slapped. And he's supposed to be the strongest Superman there. Now, I'm not, okay. I don't think they nerfed him because, yeah, of course they have to nerf fucking Superman. Because if Superman isn't nerfed, then he just solves all of the fucking problems. No, they did. No, see, that's the thing. Mark Guggenheim and the writers, they do. They're fans just like us, but they write just like fans sometimes. Because they can just pull out shit without ever explaining it or establishing it. Because again, you do not bring back this specific version of Superman, have him be in 2 fucking episodes, and then just decide, oh yeah, he was meaningless all along. There was no point to having him, because somebody could just write their names over his Paragon, and boom, they're the Paragon of Truth. Like, it makes no fucking sense. I'm sorry. I was legitimately pissed off in a passionate way, and I will roast anybody. And now on this fucking theory. Now, granted, yes, does this make me hate Lex Luthor more than I already did? Yeah, and Jon Cryer is a fucking great Lex Luthor, but to have him to have him just become a Paragon without earning it or going through anything, it makes no fucking sense. I'm sorry. It makes no fucking sense for someone like Lex motherfucking Luthor to just come up and rewrite his name and decide, oh yeah, I'm a Paragon now. Except the fact that, okay, what's Lex Luthor gonna do? Like, let's really think about this. What is Lex Luthor going to do as the Paragon of Truth now? What? Use technology? Come up with a plan? They have fucking Ryan Troy for that. So, what is the point of having 2 geniuses? There is no point. Because that's the whole reason you can make the argument Ryan Troy is there. Because he is a genius. He's one of the only few geniuses left aside from Barry. But now we can add a 3rd genius. So we have 3 geniuses, and only one of those geniuses has superpowers. We have an assassin, we have a Martian who has superpowers, we have a Kryptonian girl who has superpowers, and what else? What else do we have? We have another girl who dresses like a bat and has all these gadgets, and and Lex Luthor. Like, wow. Just wow. So, and again, you're right, Emerald. Again, this makes no fucking sense. It makes no sense. I'm sorry. Like, Lex Luthor has never lost a damn thing in his life or lost more than mortal man to make him a fucking paragon or to have him even count. Because let me tell you something. If you wanted to still bring Lex Luthor along, fine. Just make up some shit on how Pariah zapped him away because hey, he read the Book of Destiny, so hey, he must be useful. That's how you fucking keep Lex Luthor in this shit. You have something that he did prove that hey, the guy's useful. That's it. That's all you had to do. But no, you decided to fucking just add salt to the wounds by just having him be able to become a paragon. It's fucking bullshit. I'm gonna go cool off for a second, guys. I'll be right back. You all talk amongst yourselves. Keep it going. All right, guys. I'm back. uh, Hello, James. How are you doing? I don't know. I mean, maybe. Maybe they do this shit on purpose. I don't know. All I know is, guys. Oh, what's this? Me too. Me too, Emerald. I wish Black. Uh, I wish Black Lightning would have been in it a lot longer. But he got to do something. He got some good interactions. But I don't know. You got to take into consideration they have an extremely. They don't have a big budget, so they can't keep these people on for more than a couple of minutes of a time. And Black Lightning does not shoot in Vancouver where they film all these shows. So I understand, but I do. I wish they could have given Black Lightning more of a bigger role. I mean, frig, it would have been nice to at least have him be a paragon. I think that would have been nice, but whatever, whatever. Anyway, all right. So, look, all right. As much as I hate this, and I really fucking hate this because, we wanted more of Kingdom Come Superman. We wanted him to have a big part. We wanted to see what was going to happen with him. And what happened with him was good, but how he left was complete and utter bullshit. And they could have fixed it. I think if Brandon would have been nice enough to to at least play Superman for one more episode, because see, that's the thing. If you're gonna kill off Kingdom Come Superman, have him die actually doing something that Oliver did in the first episode. Like, I don't know. Yeah, no, they hype us. They do because I mean, Kingdom Come Superman. This is Christopher Reeve's Superman. You think about this. This is what pissed me off even more. This is Christopher Reeve's Superman, now Kingdom Come Superman. This man has been active for a very, very long time. He has lost a serious amount than any mortal man can ever lose, and he's still Superman. He's still pure and embodies that truth. And the last time we see him, and he is in 2 episodes, he gets to really help out, and you think he's gonna be the one of the keys to helping defeat the Anti-Monitor. He fights the Anti-Monitor, gets his fucking ass kicked, and then he gets transported away, only for him to go back because Lex Luthor, the arch nemesis of Superman, just says, "Yeah, I wrote my name on the piece of paper with the Paragon symbols, and I replaced him." Yes, I do think it'll be the best crossover of all time, but I also think it's the most controversial crossover of all time because of all of these things that they've been doing. And look, I didn't get pissed. I didn't get upset when Tom Welling gave up his powers as Superman. I liked that we got a bookend for him, even though now he's also dead, but at least we got to get a good bookend for him. Um, Well, simple, Rich. There's a multitude of ways he could have given up his powers. I mean, he could have used some Kryptonian science to get rid of him. He could have burned out all of his powers permanently. There's just a lot of ways that you can make a good assumption on how. Yeah, there's a good assumption, but I didn't get upset when they basically they used Kevin Conroy's futuristic Bruce Wayne as an example of to keep Kane, his cousin, from ever ending up like this version of her cousin. I was fine with that. I was fine with that shit. I was fine with well, no, no, no. Well, okay. Hi, Colleen, by the way. So, okay, Tom Welling's Superman did show up in part two. He was only there for like 5 minutes, but it was more of, okay, this is what he's been doing now. This is what he has been up to. He gave up his powers a long time ago, however long this takes place after season 10 and 11 and all that. And he married Lois Lane, and he had two girls, and now he's a farmer. Which, if you go back and you watch Smallville, the early parts of it, that does make sense for his character. That he would end up becoming a farmer, and he would not want the responsibilities of Superman. You know? But wherever, I guess. So yeah, but then in this one, he dies because, yeah, all of the other Earths, except for Earth 1 up until last night, was the only Earth left. Because that was the last Earth, apparently. So yeah, but this is more controversial. This is where I got pissed off. You know, Kingdom Come fucking Superman. And I'm never going to let Mark Guggenheim live this down. I don't think anybody. I've seen a lot of people. I saw a lot of people on Twitter that were going, "What the fuck?" Like, "Oh my god," and were seriously pissed off too. Like, again, I know, and if Brandon is a nice guy. He really is. I met him this past October. He's a very nice guy, and I'm sure that he was okay with it. But I think he deserved to go out in style as Kingdom Come Superman. I think he either deserved to have a good death, or just go back to his Earth and we never see him again. Those are two options that were there. And instead, we got none of the above. We didn't get a heroic death. We didn't get him helping out and his job is done and he goes back to his Earth. No, we didn't get any of that. He just gets switched with Lex Luthor, and now he was wiped out of existence. Which, again, Lex Luthor said he wanted all Superman gone. Now all Superman are gone, you dumbass. And it pisses me off that can just happen. You know? You can see, if you want to check out the crossover episodes, Part 1, Part 2, and Part 3, those are all on the CW streaming service. It's free to download. You can play the episodes. They archive them for a limited time, and then they remove them. But that is where you can watch Part 1, Part 2, and Part 3 right now before Part 4 and Part 5 come out next year. So if you want to go watch them, go ahead. You know, they're good. It's just these controversial moments they're doing are very ballsy. Like, the ballsiest I've ever seen. Well, it's more like 3 Superman died because, technically, like, maybe 4 or 5. I don't know, because I'm not going to explain everything, but let's just say a lot of Superman died, and there were 2 left. There were 2 left because we can assume that if Earth 90 Barry was no longer on that treadmill, then maybe Tom Welling's Earth did get destroyed, and it was Earth 38 Superman and Kingdom Come Superman were the last 2. They were the last 2 Superman. Then Earth 38 Superman gets erased, and now it's just Kingdom. But now there are no more Superman. All because they wanted to have Lex Luthor play a fucking part. And this is how we got it. This is how they chose to do it. Just have him have him take the place of Kingdom Come Superman. You know, it's comic books. You know, we can do whatever we want. And I call bullshit on that. But I respect it. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, when somebody does something this controversial, this ballsy, you got to give them some kind of respect because they don't chicken out. Even though they know it's going to be controversial, they know it's going to piss fans off, they still do it. They stick to their guns, and I like that. I respect that in directors and writers, and it really shows that, you know, they're not afraid. They're not afraid to take that kind of a risk. But just because I respect what Mark Guggenheim did with Kingdom Come Superman at the end does not mean automatically that you guys, and everyone else are going to roast his ass for writing that stupid thing in there. You know? It is. And yes, Lex Luthor, he is Superman's greatest arch nemesis of all time. He's one of the smartest fucking men in the DC universe. But here's the thing, though. That's comic book Lex Luthor. This Lex Luthor had the Book of Destiny in his possession for a short time, and he was able to figure out how to become a Paragon by just writing his name with a Sharpie on an existing symbol of a Paragon, and boom. That's it. You know, I mean, yeah, I think they may understand, but just because they have an understanding does not mean they're gonna, you know, they're not gonna say they feel bad. They're gonna feel bad about it, sure, but that doesn't mean they're gonna suck up to us. Because I've seen a lot of people say, oh, they would like to see Brandon Routh Kingdom Come Superman come back. Well, so would I, but unless Brandon decides he wants to come back, he's not coming back. So this really is the last time we got to see him as Superman. And he was good. But he didn't get a heroic death like Oliver fucking Queen. So, you know, fuck it. Just fuck it. You know, that's it. Just fuck it. I like this Lex. I do. I think Jon Cryer is great Lex Luthor, and he's slimy. He makes me hate the character, and that's what you generally want with a Lex Luthor. You want to hate his guts. But I think if you wanted to keep him around, I'm going to say this one more time. If the writers really wanted if they really wanted Lex Luthor to stay and help out, then all they had to do was just either, one, make him a Paragon, or two, have him be transported there, even though he's not a Paragon. But he knows about the Book of Destiny. He has knowledge of it. He knows how it works. So that makes him useful. That's all you had to fucking do. But nope, they didn't do that. They didn't do that. And I cold-heartedly agree. Yes, Oliver Queen is dead. You know, Oliver Queen's dead, but don't worry, he's gonna come back. He's not done. If you go back, I explain what's going on with Oliver Queen, so don't worry. You know, he's not gone, but that ultimately means that Oliver Queen's going to be the one to defeat the Anti-Monitor, which is good, but again, only only maybe 5 of those Paragons are going to be able to help, because Lex Luthor is not in the final battle. I've seen the set photos, guys. Lex Luthor is not in that final battle against the Anti-Monitor, so something must happen to him. Or maybe something happens to him that was originally supposed to happen to Kingdom Come Superman, but it just happens to Lex fucking Luthor instead. So now there are 6 Paragons, but only 5 of those Paragons are really going to do anything unless Ryan Troy suits up as the Atom. Yeah, no, I'm sorry, Colleen. Yeah. Well, no, okay, well, Earth 38 Superman and Kingdom Come Superman had roles to play. They were main characters, you know? They were main characters in this crossover, but now they're just gone. Just like that. I don't know. You know, they've killed him off twice, so, well, technically once, if not counting his on-screen death. But I don't know. It's Lex Luthor. He can't ever stay dead. So, I don't know. I just really, really hate this ending. And if everyone is cool with it, fine. But I'm not going to be that one person that just says it's good because they killed him off. No, I will call or roast somebody out on that comment because, no, Just no. I don't care if it's selfish. I don't care what anybody thinks. I wanted to see more of Kingdom Come Superman. But I was denied that. And now I have to fucking deal with Lex Luthor being a paragon, even though it makes no fucking sense. No fucking sense. Yeah, exactly. None of the arch enemies stayed dead. But other than that, other than that, part three was good. It was good. It was very good. I enjoyed it. I don't. It's not as good. It's not my favorite. My favorite is still part two. Part two was very, very good. And I would say these first three episodes together, they're great. You know, this is arguably their most ambitious and biggest crossover they've ever done, and I like how they did it. I did. I like how they did it. I like how they've executed it so far. I just wish, and I know everybody wishes, they would have done things differently. Maybe if they had a bigger budget, or maybe if they would have rewrote some stuff, then we would have gotten that. But, you know, this is just how it is, sadly. This is just how it is. And all we can do is just be happy. So, yeah, I love this crossover so far. I'm excited for part four and part five. I'm really looking forward to seeing how things are going to change going forward, because there will be a significant change uh, and a new status quo after this crossover is done. And hopefully that means that the future of the CW shows will be great, and they'll be able to continue doing their thing and all that good stuff. So, yeah. Oh, goodness. I know I shouldn't be getting upset over this, but no, I'm upset over this for many reasons. I'm just upset that from a writing standpoint, this is how you just bring a character along for the ride. It doesn't have to, be something. It doesn't have to make sense. It just has to be something that is bullshit, and they'll just assume we'll go for it because it's comic books. Who gives a shit? I think they will. I think they will be worth it. But again, I'm not. I'm somebody who picks out the flaws and criticizes. This is why. This is exactly why I do what I do, because I don't want to just say something's good. If something is bad, I will roast it. I will roast the people who made it, who wrote it, who starred in it, because that's how far my passion goes for something. I will not. And if something is good, I'll praise the hell out of it. I will praise everything about that film, about that something that is good. Exactly, yes. Yes, Emerald Hero, you hit the nail on the head right there. Writing isn't perfect. It sometimes has its problems, and you rarely find something that is very perfect. It's just, it has no flaws. And that's just how it is. But, doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Um, I was happy. Just everybody know that I was happy to see Kingdom Come Superman. I was happy to see Brendan Ralph come back to play that character one more time, even if he went out in a completely useless and bullshit way. It was just great to see him, and I'm happy we got it. Hold on, guys. Man, sorry guys, doorbell. Anyway, anyway. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, you guys are definitely right. I'm reading all of your guys' comments. I like what y'all are saying. But yeah. I don't really think there's much else I can talk about, guys. It's already been said about this, but I just think this was a great crop. This was a great episode. This was a great way to keep us waiting for part four and part five to drop. Um, I don't want to bother making predictions because I've seen the set photos, but there are some stuff even I don't know. So they could just part four could really be a surprise. So I'm interested to see how this plays out. But this is definitely shaping up to be, in my opinion, their best crossover and arguably my favorite. I think this and Crisis on Earth X are going to be my all-time favorite CW Arrowverse crossovers because those were just these have been uh, going beyond the level of their standard crossovers that they've done. Yes, I'm excited. I guess we can talk about that. I'm actually going to do a Death Battle stream sometime tomorrow or Friday because I want to talk about the animation preview. I have seen it. If you guys are first members, you've seen it too. Let's not even bother talking about it because I've seen a lot of people in Discord servers, specifically in the battle mode Discord servers, having mixed opinions on it. And I don't care. Um, I don't care. I like it, but I'll give you guys more of my thoughts about the All Might versus Might Guy Death Battle preview sometime this week. Hey James, how you doing, man? How you doing, James? Good to see you, James. Good to see you. Do I have a favorite crossover of all time? Um, you know, I don't know. Like if you're talking about in general, like comics, movies, TV show, I have tons. I think I could that's something that I could do for a whole video. You know, just give you guys my favorite crossover. But if you're talking about this year, it's definitely this crossover: Crisis on Infinite Earths, Batman versus TMNT, Teen Titans Go versus Teen Titans. Yes, I like when Teen Titans Go versus Teen Titans. You know, what have you. But yeah, cool. I'm glad you got done with it, Rich. Nice. I'm glad you got done with all five seasons. Very nice, very nice. I tried to talk about season five of Samurai Jack again, but Adult Swim decided to be dickheads, major fucking dickheads, and give me a copyright strike. But the joke's on them because it really didn't do anything. It really didn't. Like, I don't even give a shit if I get copyright strikes these days because, I'm not a YouTuber in their eyes, so why the fuck should I care? Yeah, I hear you, Emerald. I hear you. I wish Tommy would have gotten the win too. I mean, but it was kind of unavoidable that they were going to do that. Yes, yes, of course, James. We talked about that. So we expressed our fucking frustrations on how Kingdom Come Superman was wasted. He was wasted. He went out in a bullshit asshole manner, and I will keep saying that. And by the off chance Mark Guggenheim watches this or one of y'all tweets this at him, again, I'm going to tell him. He pulled the biggest bullshit out of nowhere nonsense to get rid of Kingdom Come Superman. That's just it. Just because you brought him back, just because we got to see him again, just because we got to really have him be a great presence around these characters, does not excuse the fact that you got rid of him in a way that just doesn't make sense. Even if you are a comic book fan. Yeah, yeah, exactly. So with Adult Swim just fucking blocking me, it kind of limits me it puts a huge damper on me from talking about Adult Swim-esque shows. That's why you haven't seen me talk about Rick and Morty. That's why you haven't seen me talk about Final Space or or any of that fucking shit. Because if I try, you know, it's just going to get copyright claimed or striked, and that's a fucking waste of time for my editors, because I pay these people, I pay my editors to help me put my vision together, and when my vision and their hard work gets copyright struck like that, it presents a huge fucking problem. So at that point, I don't even want to do those videos on Adult Swim. Fuck Adult Swim. Fuck them. Fuck the people who think it's okay to copyright my shit because whatever that was it. After they did that, I'm done. I'm never going to talk about something from Adult Swim again. Even though Final Space and Samurai Jack are not Adult Swim-esque shows. So, there you have it. Yeah, they are rerunning it. Yeah, I've seen a couple of episodes of South Park. Yeah, I've seen a couple. I gotta say though, I always respect the hell out of South Park. It is like that's a show that has no fucking cares in the world on who they go after. They go after people and they don't give a shit about the consequences. They don't give a shit if it offends them. They just do it. That's what we need to be. That's what all shows should do. They should take risk and they shouldn't care. But everything can't be like that. Yeah, I bet. Really, they're not rerunning season 5. That's weird. You know, that's weird. Yeah, I've been copyrighted for bullshit reasons too, but I mean, it's YouTube. You're gonna get copyrighted regardless. It's just at this point they don't know that there are ways for us to get around it. Like here, for example, in this stream, I can say whatever the fuck, I can say whatever the hell I want. I can curse whenever I want. I can just talk about whatever I want, and it won't get copyright striked. Because all I'm doing is just showing my picture of an avatar, a banner, and your comments. But yeah, no, definitely. But yeah, so as I said, either tomorrow or Friday, I'll talk about Death Battle. Yes, I did see Primal. It's my favorite. It's a fucking great show. It's a masterpiece. I'm pissed off that did not that's not gotten nominated for a Golden Globe. Instead, the Golden Globe nominations and most likely the fucking Oscar nominations are going to be bullshit and not be man enough to include Primal as a nomination because Primal is a great fucking show. I would even go so far as to say it's much better than Samurai Jack season 5 in some areas. Yeah, James, I talked about that. Like seriously, like a Sharpie. Lex Luthor switched places with Superman with the fucking Sharpie. My God. Like who wrote that? I'm liking The Mandalorian. I'm liking it. I'm liking The Mandalorian. It's the best fucking thing to come out of Star Wars ever. It is. I love every episode. I watch it every Friday when it drops with my boy Nero from Toon Grin. We love it. It's great. You know? But yeah, no, Primal, that's another fucking show I wanted to talk about, believe it or not. Because it was so fucking good. It's amazing how that show is as good as it is. Like a show about a caveman who doesn't talk going on an adventure with the dinosaur. Like that alone, like seriously, like that sentence and how I just described it, that does not sound like it would do well on TV. It sounds like it would bomb. But no, it's fucking great. And I like that cuz that's like I know, Gendy may have dropped the ball with season 5, of Samurai Jack, at least in the back half, in the end half. But regardless of that, the man knows how to make good fucking original shit. No, it's all right. It's okay. Don't worry about it, James. Yeah, I don't watch it while eating. Well, I don't throw up anymore. I have a gag reflex, but I don't throw up that much. But yeah, um, what's funny though? Before we go, I want to talk about something, and I'm going to mention this in my Death Battle stream either tomorrow or Friday. I'm getting sick and tired of people shitting on All Might and saying he hasn't got a half-ass chance to beat fucking Mike Guy. Like, does everybody have that opinion, or am I the only one? Because I'm serious. I don't care how fucking powerful Naruto is. I don't fucking care how many characters in that series are powerful. They are nothing compared to the main character. And All Might has been through some shit. You know? No, that's not weird. That's not weird, Rich. I don't gag over violence too. I love violence. I love violent shows. Maybe because I'm a sadistic bastard, but I like them. I know All Might is All Might. I know. All right, well that's good, James. That's good to know. I don't know. I just don't agree with it. I don't agree with everybody doubting All Might and overblowing Mike Guy's feats out of proportion because, I mean, look, if All Might wins, I'm gonna tell y'all right now. I'm gonna give y'all a sneak peek of what my intro for that video for my review and what's it's gonna be. It's gonna be me laughing on how so many people, like 90% of the Naruto fans, and Duo Dreamers Discord server, and all the other biased fanboys out there, that they were shitting on All Might. Maybe not shitting on him like as in they hate the character, but shitting on him as saying that he is going to lose, he's gonna die, this and that, like he's not that powerful, like just undermining and underplaying his character and his feats. But I don't know. That's just been getting on my nerves. And let me tell you something. I am. I don't care. If All Might loses, he loses. I'm not afraid to admit I'm wrong these days, but let me just say this, whenever I go for the characters that I know, yes, but sadly I don't really do reactions anymore. I grew tired of them, I grew out of them. And plus, too, with how Rooster Teeth is doing this shit by blocking reactions for including the fucking analysis portion, even though I didn't at the end of my reactions, I don't want to do with that shit anymore. I can't even show footage. Yes, I am. That is my shirt. That is my shirt size, Colleen. It is. You got it right. But don't worry. You're gonna see you're gonna see how I feel if frickin' All Might wins. I am. I'm just gonna be fucking laughing. Yeah, exactly. It's like copyright strikes. Can you believe that shit? Like, this is why I don't even watch Ruby or do reviews on that shit, except for the comic books, because, again, Rooster Teeth's YouTube bot is so freaking fickle that they just go around and strike, block, claim, all of people's videos. And it's ridiculous. And it takes forever for them to respond to this special email you gotta send them to just so you can get your video back. Like, it's ridiculous. And you want to know what the funny thing is? Ben Cena is following my friends Freelancer Amber, Duo Dreamer, and Your Only Mate. Yeah, he's following them now because their reactions to Sasuke versus Hiei got blocked. So he contacted them personally on Twitter and help and hooked them up and helped them get their reactions unblocked. So now, but it's fine. I don't do reactions anymore, but I can't show the footage, even though I'm not a reaction channel anymore. But I have to show images. But here's hoping. I'm going to try to see if I can show footage of the season finale when I do my review. They are. They are. Exactly, yeah. Rooster, it's not even Rooster Teeth's fault. It's their YouTube bot. They don't know how to communicate or be transparent with YouTube anymore because they don't want to deal with it. They just don't want to deal with that shit. So their YouTube bot just goes crazy because it doesn't know what is owned by them and what is fair use. More likely the latter. I know, yeah. Well, I don't want you to get your hopes up, James. Because I am serious. I'm done with reactions. Like, even if I were to do a reaction now, it would most likely just be a Patreon video, because I don't want to have to deal with reactions on YouTube anymore. I just don't, because I grew out of that crowd, and I just said I'm on my way. I want to do my own thing. And, I respect people who still do reactions, even though, yeah, reactions aren't exactly the most respected videos to put out there, but I still respect them. I respect them. I respect their styles and all that, but I just don't do it. I just don't do it because I'm done. It is. It's. But if there is, okay, I'm gonna make this clear right now. You know, if there is a specific video, if it's Death Battle or not, and I think I've got one more in me, and just one more, then I'll do a reaction. But it's only going to be a Patreon video. I don't want to put it here. I think it deserves to be on Patreon because, again, I don't want to be in that crowd anymore. That's just what I do. But yeah, and yeah, no, that is. Thank you, Emerald. Thank you. I also want to thank Emerald for reminding me. I reached over 500 subscribers. I'm almost halfway to getting back to 1,000. Can you believe that? Like, how crazy is it that it was just a year ago where I'd lost my old channel indefinitely, and I had to start over from scratch, and I had to basically not rely on just doing the same thing again just to get back to 1,000 subscribers. Thank you. Oh, James, laughing. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, James. Please forgive me. Uh, sometimes whenever people post comments like that, I don't know what they're really talking about. So yes, thank you for specifying. If I get a better webcam, then yeah. Uh, if I get when I get a new webcam and I get better lighting, then yeah, I'll definitely do that. I'll show my face. I'll show my face. I will. But either way it goes, if All Might wins, I will be laughing. I will be laughing hard at the fans for them ever doubting All Might, and I will not. And I'll even make a dark humor joke about it if I want to. Because I don't like the Naruto fan base. I don't like Naruto. That's just me. I don't like it. But yeah, thank you all so much for helping me get back to 500 subscribers. Um, you know, I think I did. I don't know. Thank you. Okay, ask for Santa. I think I did, yes. But it may have been a Winnie the Pooh Santa? I don't know. I don't know. Uh, yeah. That's great, Colleen. That okay, I'm gonna remember that. I'm gonna remember that. The last summer of wine of anime. Oh my god, that's funny. I'm gonna use that. That's great. That's awesome. Thank you. Favorite anime character? Um, at this point, at right now, it's All Might. It's All Might. All Might is my favorite anime character right now. You know, because he's a fucking he's so fucking pure. He's so lovable. I don't know why. I just he's a great character. I like him. Um, you know, I just love him. But yeah, thank you all so much. That means a lot. I never thought I'd make it back to 500 subscribers. Hey, utterly random guy, how you doing, man? How you doing? I haven't seen you in a while. It's great to see you. Uh, you know. Ooh, good choice. Good choice. Yeah, yeah, that's right. You're right. I remember that. I remember that. Yeah, it is rare whenever I see you, utterly random guy. It's very rare, but I'm happy you're here. I'm gonna actually be doing another stream either tomorrow or Friday on the Death Battle preview animation for the season finale. Go over it because I've seen a lot of people saying they don't like it and they don't like how it looks. I don't want to spoil it, but when it comes out on YouTube tomorrow and you guys have a chance to see it, then we'll talk about it because I want to say something because I think this is probably going to beat Dracula versus Ganondorf. I don't know why, but I just have this feeling. When you look at it and you kind of get a sense of what it's gonna be and how they're wanting this to be the best 3D fight, not just of season 6, but of all. Like they're hyping this up. They're really putting all their best resources into this. I then that you'll understand why. Which is weird because first it was Dragon Zord versus Mechagodzilla, then it was Dracula versus Ganondorf, and now it could be potentially All Might versus Might Guy. Like it's weird how it keeps changing. Maybe that's how good these three. That's how good these last 3D fights have been. You know, the first one, Black Widow versus Widowmaker, was fine. It was good, but it's not the most memorable. Weiss versus Mitsuru, I'm so sorry. Like that one was just a complete dud. Like I did not enjoy it. It was very difficult for me to get invested into it because even though I like Weiss, it was very hard for me to get invested in that fight because what was the point? You know, especially when we didn't even get to see real death for the character. She just got her sword broken. You know. What's going on with the K-Wing thing? Hold on. Before I answer that, let me get to other. No, it's okay. It's okay. Uh, Reckless Rich. At this moment, it's hard to say what my favorite death battle is. I think it's definitely a tie between Ben 10 versus Green Lantern and The Mask versus Deadpool. I'm dead serious. Oh man, Insane Yang has been hanging around me far too long. But anyway, uh, I'm excited for the new Superman, Lois, and Green Arrow shows. I hope they're good. You know, I hope they're very good. Well, that's obvious, Emerald. Okay, so utterly random guy. What's going on with the K-Wing thing? Like, what do you mean? Like, do you mean like basically what's going on with him and his weak ass reviews of Harley Quinn, the animated series, or what's been going on with him and this whole Batman was ruined by the CW thing? Because he's put out a lot of opinions that I do not agree with 100%, and I just call them nitpicks more than opinions. There was a lot of backlash. There was a lot of backlash for Ben 10 versus Green Lantern, and yet somehow that, for a while, was my favorite episode up until a point. Yeah, yeah, I know Emerald. Well, well, just real quick. Um, oh, both? Okay. Well, his whole fucking thing with Harley Quinn in the animated series, he says he basically said, you can go on his Twitter. He basically said that he did not like it as much as he wanted to because it was too gory. It had a lot of curse words, and Joker made a joke about white people and Harley Quinn and women in general not being funny. That was his problem with it. And if you know the Joker, right there, you know the Joker is a psychopath. Of course he's going to think women aren't funny. Of course he's going to make a white man joke because he's the fucking Joker. That's a good one, James. That's a good one. Cool, cool. Awesome, Rich. I hope you enjoy it. But yeah, no. So that was his complaint for the Harley Quinn pilot, and it's stupid because you're gonna nitpick about the violence and the jokes that a clown would make. Exactly. Yes, it's a very weak excuse. Like it just seems like if the show is not for him, then it's not for him. It's that simple. Yeah, exactly. Like Joker will make any kind of joke. He doesn't give a shit. He doesn't care if he hurts your feelings. He doesn't care if he's being anti-feminist. He doesn't care if he's being racist. He does not care. That's the whole thing. Joker is a bad guy. And of course, Harley Quinn from the trailers pretty much showed some of its tone. So I don't have a problem with the violence. Yeah, I mean, in the pilot it was very overdone and they relied a little too much on the cursing, but it was still a great pilot. And the second episode was even better than the first one. You know? Yeah, exactly. Well, we're just mainly talking about the you know, yeah, exactly. Exactly. There's a reason why characters act the way they do. So for K-Wing, a Batman channel, by the way, to say those kind of things, and for him to make woke comments about the show having this agenda, it's bullshit. It's just bullshit. It's him looking for excuses and trying to find flaws that don't exist. I don't get it. No, no, it's not she who shall not be named doing the voice of Harley Quinn in this new series. Thank God. It's Kelly Coco from The Big Bang Theory. The girl who played Penny. She's voicing the fucking yeah, exactly, Rich. Exactly. It's the fucking character. The girl, the hot blonde girl from Big Bang Theory is playing Harley Quinn. Which, by the way, she is a far better Harley Quinn than the person that Colleen does not like, and neither do I, because she actually knows how to deliver the dialogue, and she can actually pull off an accent, but she doesn't do the accent throughout the whole series. So. Yeah, she's just using her regular voice, but who cares? She's still far better than a thousand nails on a chalkboard. Um, Anyway, yeah, so those were his reasons for why he just did not like Harley Quinn. Now, here's his other reason for why he didn't like Batman, which you can see in his comment. Like, where's his Twitter? I'm gonna bring up his Twitter. Like, hold on, I'm gonna bring up his Twitter real quick. We're gonna read this tweet because this needs to be read. This needs to be read. Let's see. Okay, here we go. All right, where is it? Where is it? Let's see here. Okay, here it is. All right, so this is what he tweeted. This was his problem with Batman in the crossover in part two. He said ruined Batwoman ruined an elderly future Batman. I can't say I'm shocked. Ha! Kevin and Brandon outacted everyone and stole the show. It was nice to see Tom Welling again, but it leaves fans with more questions. Also, Kevin more or less played Regime Bat Injustice style Batman. CW had one job and they failed. That was his fucking excuse for why they ruined fucking Batman in the crossover. Even though he's supposed to be a Batman channel, he's supposed to be one of the many experts, and yet the dude obviously did not understand the point of what Batman was there for in Crisis Part 2. You guys can easily figure it out, and I know you guys aren't that hardcore Batman fans, but a lesson that's trying to be taught to Bruce Wayne's cousin more than this guy. It's like, oh, they fucking turned him into Jake Skywalker from The Last Jedi. No, they fucking didn't. It was a different Bruce Wayne, and it wasn't even their intention to fucking make him like this. This was just their interpretation on this version, because they didn't do this just because. Like, I crapped on Mark Guggenheim's writing earlier for Kingdom Come Superman getting out of the picture, but I knew what he was doing with Kevin Conroy's Batman. Yeah, no, yeah, exactly. Yeah, okay, Kevin Conroy Batman basically was just he was a villain. He was a villain in Part 2, but he wasn't just a villain for the sake of it. No, he actually broke his code at one point, and he kept killing and killing and killing until Superman put him down before he killed him. Yeah, so basically, Batwoman, Kate Kane, tried to restore the light in Bruce, but he had this stupid, biased mentality that after everything he's been through, he's convinced that the world isn't worth saving anymore. It isn't. He's just ready to die. He doesn't think... Yeah, exactly, James. He had a reason. To do that. And unlike that stupid Martha thing in Batman v Superman, here it makes sense. Because at this point, there's nothing that anybody can do to bring Bruce back. He's already killed. His body is broken. And he's essentially now just a hermit who doesn't care about anything anymore. He doesn't. And that was the whole point to setting up Kate to become one of the Paragons. So that way, she has the courage not to end up like this Bruce Wayne. And it's this Bruce Wayne, not her Bruce Wayne. Her Bruce Wayne hasn't become this yet. He probably never will, but she didn't want to be... She had the courage not to become like this asshole. And yeah, he was a villain, but he had a purpose to be like this. There was a reason, and it made sense. But, Jesus. And then K-Wing makes a fucking hour-long rant on it, saying why they ruined it. I didn't watch his stream because I didn't need to. The guy put it in his thumbnail. It's like, CW ruined Batman? It's like, Jesus. Yeah, well, it's not even close, Yeah, exactly. It's what James said. He at some point he just lost it. He stopped battling his inner demons to never take a life, and he gave in to those temptations. This is essentially showing us an example of what happens when Bruce Wayne all of a sudden decides one day he's not going to follow his code anymore. He's just going to kill. This is what happens when he goes off into that dark end that he told us that he would never come. And it's like in Under the Red Hood. Everybody remember the Under the Red Hood animated film? What did he say? If he killed Joker, then he would cross that line and he wouldn't be able to come back. Yeah, it's very similar to Injustice Superman. It's exactly like that. They just flipped it. Batman became Injustice Superman. Well, yeah, but at least Flashpoint Batman had a reason to kill because his son was murdered instead of him, and his wife was turned into the Joker. I mean, I don't really think if that's not a good reason for him to go out killing criminals, then okay, that's for him. But Bruce Wayne does not kill. No matter what horrible shit has happened to him, no matter how much he regrets letting the Joker or these villains live, he has to fight himself never to do it. But when he decides he's done fighting and he just surrenders to it, this is what happens. And someone like Kaling should know this. But he didn't. He complained about it, and he accuses the CW of ruining Batman, even though it's just a Batman. It's not the Batman. It's a Batman. How is that hard to differentiate, to tell the two apart? I don't know. So yeah, I didn't bother watching his stream. I don't know. I'm gonna just not even bother because I try and comment on. I try and have a debate with this guy. I've had several debates with him on Twitter, and his logic and reasoning for why he thinks these things suck or why reboots of his childhood are terrible. There's no point of me trying to win an argument there because, I can say whatever, I can make whatever kind of defense I want. I can tell him why he's wrong, why I don't like, why many people probably won't like his opinion. But what's it gonna do? He ain't gonna listen. Yeah, exactly. There's always gonna be different types of Batmans. Yeah, I know. And again, I don't get me wrong. I respect K-Wayne. I respect this guy. He was one of my favorite YouTubers back in the day. I loved him and his wife doing their gameplay videos. I mean, hell, I even wrote out to them a couple of times. I won a couple of giveaways from them. And hell, I put up with his Discord server constantly sending me notifications that, ooh, a new video is up. Hey, a new video is up. Twice. His Discord bots would remind me twice, again and again, that the same video has been posted. Or he's getting ready to do this. I wish we could have friendly debates, but we can't. It's the world we live in, sadly. It's just the world we live in. I wish we could, but we can't. That's just how it is, This is why I don't do debate. This is why I don't go after these people. This is why I don't roast them or make a habit of it, because what's the point? What is the point? Unless they really want me to roast them, I'll roast them. If they seed my videos and they don't like my jokes or they don't like my debates, then I'll freaking roast them. The new Batwoman? Yeah. Wait. Yeah, Luke Fox. Luke Fox. Yeah, you mean Batwing? Yeah, I like him. He's cool. He's very cool. He is. He's cool. I like Batwing. But yeah, no, I don't care. I don't care. If K-Wing wants to make asinine comments like that, then I don't care. Think I can roast you? Well, give me something to roast with. Well, yeah, it's like I don't know what to roast you on. You want me to like? Okay, fine. Here. All right. Here. I got one. I don't get your profile pic. What the fuck is that? Like, what is that, dude? I don't get it. Yeah, I know that's your profile pic, but what is it? What is that picture? I don't get that. Like, it to me, it looks like it looks like somebody covered up in a candy cane. It literally looks like some dude wearing a candy cane king coat, and he's got little red stripes all around him and shit. I'm cooking roast. Y'all want some roast? I'll give you the roast. It's like, dude, I don't get your profile pic. I don't know what in the hell that is. Like, it's interesting though. I'll tell you that. I mean, it's interesting, but yeah, it's a dude in a suit with heart-shaped boxers. Oh, it's a dude in a suit. That's a suit? No, those are. I can't tell. Maybe it's because I don't have my glasses on. But either way, even if I had my glasses on, that'd be hard to tell because these little circle icon profile pics are so stupid. I can barely make out anyone's photo. I can see some people's photos, like Emerald Hero there. I know what his profile pic is, but every time I've seen your pic, Utterly Random Guy, I don't fucking get it. I've just never asked about it because I just assumed, I don't know, maybe he drew that or something. Maybe somebody sent him that as a Christmas or an April Fool's Day present. Yeah, no, it's cool. It's cool. Yeah, that's me roasting. You know, again, I do this. You know, I mean, I saw your comment, James. I saw it. I like that. I do. Actually, well, okay, James. Okay, here's the thing, James. Can you get a profile pic? Like, can you get a profile pic? Because I'm afraid that I'm just afraid that one of these days, James. I'm afraid one of these days you're gonna say something, and I'm gonna be not looking at your name, and I'm just gonna assume that it's a random troll that came in here to shit on me or tell me how wrong my Death Battle reviews are. No. It's fine. Keep the profile pic. Keep the profile pic. Lily Random Guy. It'll be nice. You know, it'll be nice. I like your profile pic. It's cool. Roast you, Rich? Okay. I'll roast you. I'll roast you. Y'all asked for it. Just remember, y'all asked for it. So don't tell me y'all didn't ask for it or I didn't warn you. Because I am. I'm getting into roasting now. I've spent years with the best roast masters. Rich, you need to you okay. You don't know how to do it? You don't know how to do it? Dude, it's easy. It's easy. You know, it's easy. Yeah, there's tutorials on how to do it. Okay, now I gotta roast Rich. This is hard. This is hard. Oh, okay. Well, okay. Here's something that I can roast you with. Your name is Reckless, but you hardly do anything that's reckless. Like, the only reckless thing you ever did was show that video at your prom where you were dancing, you and those other people were dancing to that song, to that song, oh, fuck, what the fuck was it called? Uh, like, shit, what the fuck was that song called? Use my words. Use my words. I don't see bunny slippers. I don't see that. I don't see bunny slippers. I just see what you told me. But yeah, Rich, that's the only reckless thing you ever done. Like you need to do more reckless shit. Come on. Like don't be afraid to be reckless. You can. You've been deleted. You've had your channel been your channel has been struck down many times like the rest of us. So when your channel gets struck or copyrighted that many times, that's when you just say fuck it. Just do whatever the fuck you want. Because if YouTube's not going to treat you the way you want them to treat you, then you just say fuck it. Lex Luthor. All right, yeah, fine. Send me that shit. Send me that shit. Because I am. I'm getting tired of these circle profile pics. They piss me off. It's like, I can't, like, you look at my profile pic. This one's easy to identify, but fucking YouTube needs to come up with better fucking profile pics. Like, how about a profile square? Can we have a profile square? Or maybe a triangle? You're welcome. You're welcome. That was actually my cleanest roast. But yeah, go do that. Go reckless. No, I didn't. My friend, his name changed now, but I'm still going to call him what he used to be. My friend Cap the Novoid. If you go, I've done many crossovers with him. He's from the old Critic Titans. He's a great fucking artist. He gets commissioned all the time for art, but the funny thing about it is he has been commissioned for more Rule 34 hentai anime pics than you all could possibly imagine. People constantly used to send him demands to draw certain hentai shit characters for him. Uh, oh well, if you go back, I love Crisis on Infinite Earths. The last part had a stupid ass controversial ending that didn't make a lick of sense, but other than that, I like it. Yeah, go reckless. I'm kidding. So yeah, basically, I asked him to draw me a profile because because the reason he gets paid for it, and if you guys really want his information, I'll give you his email address. But yeah, he drew me this for free because you can go in my YouTube selection. It's there. The playlist is public. He put me and him did a Rule 34 hentai series where it was just nothing but cartoon Rule 34 pics, and I saw more horrifying Rule 34 cartoon pics than one man could possibly imagine. And after all that shit he did to me, he drew me this profile pic for free. And he actually draws all of my profile and he draws all of my commissions for free because of all of the torture he's done to me. But we love crossing over. We're good. He's my homeboy. I like crossing over with him because nobody else will do it. I agree for him to torture me with countless amounts of things you couldn't even begin to imagine. No, I'm not. No, I am not joking. I'm not being a joker. I'm dead serious. That is exactly. You can't find it because YouTube deleted it. Like we knew, even though we put censor bars on it. But let me just say this: I saw all kinds of ships and non-ships of famous cartoon Rule 34 pics, and I can never look at those cartoons, and I can never look at those cartoons the same way again. And the fucked up part about it is, like in my DMs. In my Discord DMs with him, I still have those pictures. They're still there, all of them. He sent me all of them, so I have to be reminded of that. And he even drew his profile pic, his old profile pic. He drew his profile pic as a female version of himself with a thong, but there's an uncensored version he showed me that only exists in the video that was taken down of him not wearing the thong. So I got to see my best friend's male avatar be a female and have his or her ass in my face. Really, that's cool. That's an awesome. I like to see that. All the characters beating the shit out of Lex Luthor for killing Kingdom Come. Fuck yeah. Fucking get rid of his ass. Then go over and complain to Mark Guggenheim. Ask him why the hell did he write this shit. But yeah, no. If y'all want, I'll definitely send y'all his email, and you can go check out his crossovers. He used to go by the Novoid or Cap of the Novoid, but now he's rebranding his channel again. So yeah, but let's just say this: he can roast you 1,000 times better than I can. His dark humor is on a whole nother level, and I'm just learning how to do my dark humor. So if you guys want to see some funny ass shit, then go check him out. I'll even link some of his videos down below. Okay. Okay. Cool. Cool. That would be awesome, Rich. Thank you. All right, everyone. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and get going. I gotta make one more call to your only mate who's been waiting on me, and then after that, I'm gonna relax. Watch some shit and just be lazy. But other than that, yeah, thank you all so much for coming out. I'm going to be back here again. Remember, I'll be streaming again. Oh, you do have some humor. Well, I don't doubt that. I'll be back here again to talk about the Death Battle preview animation, and I'll just go over it, and we'll talk about it, and then we'll go over predictions on who are y'all going with. So tune into that either tomorrow or Friday. I should be. I don't know which one it'll be, but y'all will know. So yeah, awesome, awesome. Thank you all. Yes, I will do this more often. I am going to do this more often because y'all were patiently waiting for edited content to come out that takes time. So we're going to be streaming almost every day. So whenever I feel like it, we'll stream. We'll hang out. All right, all right. Thank you all so much. I hope to see you again. And yeah, definitely can't wait to talk to y'all again. So thank you so much. Y'all stay warm out there if y'all are in a cold area, or if y'all are or if y'all are not in a cold area, you lucky bastards, then stay cool. All right, later guys. All of y'all take care. Bye everybody.